overarching goal is to ensure continued growth and success in the years ahead as the industry makes giant steps forward in cruise product offering for our part of the world.
Tourism officials remain focused, though, on investing in the country's 16 unique island destinations.
Air arrivals are up, with Abaco and Grand Bahama leading the way. We're building new touristic hotel infrastructure with top brands of the world, including Four Seasons, Rosewood, Bagari, Park Hyatt, Montage, and others. In fact, next week we will be breaking ground for the Ritz Reserve in South Eleuthera at Cotton Bay.
And as the Bahamas has attracted more than $11 billion in investments in the past 3 years, the Deputy Prime Minister declared the Bahamas is excited and bullish about the future. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Eleuthera Munnings.
Well, still on the tourism front, Family Island Hotels seeing an uptick in room revenues and room nights sold for the first 2 months of 2025. Room nights in several hotel properties saw a 14% increase through January and February this year compared to 2024. The growth said to be attributed to improvements on Andros, Bimini, Ackland, San Salvador, and Long Island. Executives of the Bahamas Out Island Tourism Promotion Board encouraged by the double-digit increases to key Family Island destinations, despite the blow delivered to consumer and business confidence by tariff uncertainty. While frequent power outages soon to be a thing of the past for Eleuthera residents as massive upgrades are underway to Bahamas Power and Light's power plant and transmission lines in Eleuthera, BPL CEO Tony Seymour.
I know that you've seen the teams on the ground. They've been working from north to south, day and night, upgrading, replacing lines, poles, cables, trimming trees. We're doing upgrades at the power stations. In terms of our generation capacity, Eleuthera currently has 43.95 megawatts of installed generation. Our current peak load at this time of year is 7.2 megawatts, but we expect that to increase in the summer months to between 16 and 17 megawatts. We have an available capacity of 24 megawatts right now.
Outlining a number of new key initiatives at this year's Bahamas Business Outlook, Seymour says the company is bringing much-needed relief to the Eleuthera community after months of prolonged power outages.
The Rock Sound feeder upgrade is underway. The Governor's Harbor substation work is progressing. Vegetation clearing in Hatchet Bay is past the halfway mark. Streetlight retrofits are nearly complete in multiple settlements, and fault indicators have been installed throughout the island to allow faster identification of issues so that the teams know exactly where they need to go if there is an outage to find where the fault actually is. And I know you've heard a lot about the new energy era. So the government of Bahamas issued RFPs for microgrids throughout the Bahamas. Eleuthera is no exception. There will be hybrid microgrids installed in the next 18 to 24 months that consists of solar, batteries, and clean fuel generation.
Well, still to come, a cancer survivor pens a new book to provide hope and healing to cancer patients. That and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, returns.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Diet-friendly special.
everyone. This is Tony Williams back with a special promotion from BahamasAir.com and GoGo Florida. The $100 deposit is back, but it's only on your debit card. So whether you're renting that sedan, SUV, or spacious minivan for group or family trips, keep your cash in your pocket. Only Dollar Thrifty is making it convenient for you. Your $100 deposit held on your debit card. Available at Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Book now and save big all summer long.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us. The Bahamas' orange economy, which encompasses creative industries like music and art, is experiencing growth as the government and organizations like the Bahamas Development Bank invest in and support Bahamian artists and creative professionals. Our Lloyd Allen tells us of a new project expected to add magic and life to the nation's city center.
The purpose of the mural is really to highlight the artistic vision of our Bahamian creatives and the possibility that restoration of our cultural spaces have to bring vibrancy to the downtown core.
The Bahamas Development Bank, a finance development institute, now enhancing its operation through a partnership to develop the Corner House project that's taking place on Thursday at the British Colonial. Bahamas Development Bank's Strategic Development and Initiatives head, Samir Cargill, says the partnership seeks to highlight Bahamian cultural expressions while broadening the bank's role as a development finance institute.
As part of the Build Back Equal project, a collaboration between 4 UN agencies, UN Women, UNDP, UNESCO, and UNFAO. So UNDP provided the funding, or partial of the funding, for the mural that you see on downtown Bay Street, and the Tourism Development Corporation provided the other half.
Celebrity artist and ambassador His Excellency Jamal Roll helped to craft the mural, located at the entrance of Corner House Project, located just west of Mount Fitzwilliam.
I am so happy to be a part of bringing that property to life, and every day someone would say, I'm so happy you're working on this wall.
BDB Chairman Delfino Casar says the project coincides with BDB's long-term vision.
The future that we envision for the Bahamas Development Bank is one where every Bahamian with a viable business has access to resources that they need. It is one that is positioning Bahamians to be owners and to succeed.
Partners invited say they just want to be a part of building the country to a new level.
We're looking to transform downtown. So as part of the Tourism Development Corporation, one of our key initiatives is to make sure to revitalize downtown for tourists. And I think for all those businesses that are downtown, contact us, become part of sponsorship for events. We're starting to see various different stakeholders downtown joining us into the action, and that's what we want to see.
It's very important to always make sure that we grow our economy, grow our social environment, and ensure that our youth has something to come back home from colleges to help keep developing the country.
And to those of you who are considering working with the Bahamas Development Bank, specifically with the folks who build our projects, think through our problems, our challenges, and execute our programs, I encourage you to look very closely at them, to work with them, to listen to them, and to let them fly, because they are simply incredible.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
The Ministry of Agriculture teaming up with the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort to host its first ever farmers market. The event, featuring 12 vendors, part of the government's initiative to promote local produce and create greater food sustainability within the country. Executive Chairman of the Agricultural Development Organization, Philip Smith, says that while this may be the first on the Island of Paradise, it's not the last.
So this is the first, and the plan is to have this every Saturday beginning at 8 a.m. from 8 to 3 p.m. every Saturday. And then in the future, hopefully, we're looking to also do it on a Thursday as well.
As grocery prices continue to rise and concerns over food security grows, especially amid new international tariffs, Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, says the farmers market offers real solutions to the present global dilemma.
Well, history has shown us that every crisis presents an opportunity. And all this is doing is showing us that we now have the opportunity to expand in our local domestic market. Could you imagine if instead of we, shopping in the big mega stores and importing our food, we decide to come out and support the local markets. We actually have tourists that are stopping on their way from to and fro, and they're excited. So it's just an opportunity for us as Bahamians to share in that same excitement and energy and to grab the bull by the horns ourselves, because no one is going to do it for us.
Well, here's a story of courage for you tonight. A local fashion designer chronicling her recent battle with breast cancer in a 200-page self-help inspirational book. Designer and owner of Revitalizing Designs, Dr. Julian Curry-Williams, hopes her latest work could inspire thousands of Bahamians to take control of their lives and use their experiences to positively impact their communities.
So I just wanted women to know that you can go through valleys, but you can come out of those valleys. I just knew I needed to share my story because there's so many things that I've gone through in life, and people see you and they kind of think that you've arrived to this point, but they don't know the hurdles, the mountains, the valleys, and all the in-betweens that you have to go through to get to where you are. So I just thought I would put that in writing for people to be able to read and know that, well, she's gone through something and she's come through it. Because, you know, the 23rd Psalms tells us, yea, though I walk through the valley. They didn't say we can get stuck in the valley.
Now, breast cancer remains a significant health challenge in the Bahamas, with a high incidence rate and a tendency for diagnosis at later stages. Williams says she needed an outlet for the wave of emotions that came crashing after learning her diagnosis in her new book, Flicker to Flame.
It's very important, and I knew that God could trust me with this process because I had cancer, had a double mastectomy without reconstruction. And there's so many women who are afraid to go with no breasts. I still look feminine, I still feel feminine, I am comfortable, and I think that he's, like I said, using me to show women that it's okay to be without those breasts because you still look beautiful in his eyes, first of all, and you're beautiful to everybody else.
Well, congratulations. ZNS Total Sports is up next.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community, also help with the education of our kids in this community, and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Striping, a Bahamian company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Big 14s get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focus Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports, our Bahamian NBA stars raising some money for a very good cause. Bahamian big man DeAndre Ayton, through his Ayton Family Foundation, held a fundraiser this week to support the Bahamas men's national basketball team, as well as youth basketball development initiatives here at home. The event was hosted by ESPN's Kendra Andrews and held at the Ritz-Carlton in Portland. The event brought together NBA stars from the Blazers and the Golden State Warriors, national team representatives, as well as community supporters for an inspiring and impactful evening. The event raised $75,000 to support the Bahamas' senior men's national team's journey to qualify for the 2027 FIBA World Cup, as well as the 2028 Olympics, along with youth, boys and girls basketball initiatives and coaching development in the Bahamas. Special guests included DeAndre Ayton, Buddy Hield, Chris DeMarco, and LJ Rose. Still on hoops from that same game, an historic milestone for Bahamian sharpshooter Buddy Hield. In the opening quarter against the Portland Trail Blazers, Buddy joined a very exclusive club in his first season with Golden State. The veteran sharpshooter knocked down his 200th three-pointer of the season. Hield's 200 triple marked his 7th straight game with 200 or more three-pointers. Only 5 players in NBA history have hit that mark in 7 straight seasons, now including Hield. He joined his teammate Steph Curry, along with fellow Bahamian Klay Thompson, James Harden, and Damian Lillard, as the only players to hit 200 or more three-pointers in 7 consecutive seasons. In baseball news, the reloaded baseball and softball program for boys and girls is scheduled to hold its 4th invitational tournament next weekend at the Blue Oak Playing Fields. Organizer Perron Burnside.
Teams coming from Legacy in Grand Bahama, Sonia those. They're bringing 4 teams to compete in the tournament. Dono out of Grand Bahama League, they're also competing. We also have Mario Ford from the Mario Ford League and Community League, also from Nassau. And in the coach pitch division, we actually have Batters Box, Blue Marlins. They're also coming to compete. So this is our 4th invitational. We also have now solidified partnership with Pro Youth Foundation out of the U.S. It's a huge organization. Their goal is to help minority kids through scholarships, through scouting. In Reloaded, we have been training our kids for the past 3 years. So every division is going to have top-tier kids. We even have Pro Youth Foundation, for example. They're going to have a team in the 10U division. So all of the kids in this is top-tier competition in the country. So this is going to be a good weekend of high-quality, good competition, good reps.
Let's look at your sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Following Agriculture Minister Jomo Campbell's powerful call for youth engagement in agriculture, vendors and attendees are praising this past weekend's Agribusiness Expo as a major success. The 3-day event at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market site not only brought together the industry, but it also brought together the community in full force.
Oh, I think the Agri Expo has been wonderful. It's a good venture because it's useful in many ways. I've been looking for certain plants and I just got myself a soursop plant and I bought pepper, pumpkin and lettuce at a very, very reasonable price.
From farmers to artisans, local vendors showcase their products to thousands of visitors, from handmade seasonings to natural skincare products. And they all told a story of entrepreneurship and hard work.
I'm a
entrepreneur for 20-something years. I sat with my girls and told them to think of something that they'd want to do on their own. So they came up with this exciting idea for fun burgers. And the fun burgers, we have homemade colored buns. It's about having fun with the burger.
This is one of the events that we love to tote because we're making money out here. We're getting our product awareness, our brand awareness out there. So it's really a wonderful time out here at the Agri-Expo. This is our first time out. Last year we looked at it and we opted not to. And as we were passing by and checking out, I said, look at all those people. And we said next year, we're definitely gonna come out here.
The Agribusiness Expo, under the theme Food Security is Our Priority, successfully ignited public interest in local agriculture and put a spotlight on the economic potential within the sector.
And as a result, more and more Bahamians are realizing the importance of feeding ourselves, and the renewed and enthusiastic expressions of interest in local productions by a wide cross-section of our community is highly evident. It is evident in the number of requests for backyard gardening kits. It is evident in the thousands of Bahamians that flock these grounds during our expos to be empowered. And finally, it is evident, the enthusiasm is evident in our Facebook page, which brags of more than 45,000 views.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Hi, Phil Swift here for the Flex Seal family of flood protection products. Our flood protection products are specifically designed to work together in order to create multiple layers of super strong protection. All these windows, doors, seams, and openings have all been sealed up tight. Now there's a new way to protect your home or business from damaging floodwaters. Get the removable Flex Seal family of flood protection products.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Expo now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass it along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. And Dorset joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening, Desmond. Well, the cold front we've been watching made its way into the northwest Bahamas earlier today, and it didn't waste any time pushing southward, bringing a few light showers along with it. Now it's all the way down in the extreme southeast Bahamas, and behind it, a refreshing wave of cool northwest winds that's making things feel nice and comfortable across the country. So take it all in and enjoy, because we all know that summer heat is just around the corner. Right now in the capital, it's a pleasant evening with the temperature sitting at 77 degrees, winds northwest at 6 miles per hour, humidity at 52%, and pressure standing at 29.98 inches or 1,015.3 millibars. Now let's take a quick look at what it's like around the Family Islands. In the northwest Bahamas, we have Green Turtle Key and Freeport City at 80 degrees, Marsh Harbor Abaco at 78, Bullocks Harbor also at 78, and Alistown Bimini at 74 degrees. In the central Bahamas, Fresh Creek Central Andros at 80 degrees, Camps Bay South Andros and Black Point Exuma at 83, Harbor Island at 79, and Rock Sound, Eleuthera at 81 degrees. Moving down, we have Arthurstown, Kidd Island, Georgetown, Exuma, Rumkey, and San Salvador, all at 82 degrees. And for the southeast Bahamas, including the Turks and Caicos Islands, Ragged Island, Clarencetown, and Crooked Island at 84, Betsy Bay, Acklins at 83, Matthewtown, Inagua at 81, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 81 degrees. So it's safe to say we're getting the best kind of Bahamian weather tonight. Checking out our boating forecast for tonight and tomorrow, here's what you can expect. For all areas, winds will blow northwest to north at 12 to 18 knots, and seas will be around 3 to 5 feet. High tide rolls in at 8:38 tonight, and again at 8:52 tomorrow morning. So plan your boating trips accordingly. Our satellite view shows mostly clear skies over much of the country, with just a few clouds hanging around Inagua and the Turks and Caicos Islands, but nothing too dramatic. Tonight it'll be mostly clear and cool, with the temperature dipping to a comfy 66 degrees. Tomorrow it's shaping up to be a real treat, a light breeze in the morning, then plenty of sunshine and just beautiful, mild weather all around. The high will climb to a pleasant 78 degrees, and I know it's Palm Sunday, so there'll be outdoor processions, so it's a great day for that or any outdoor gathering. And here's your extended weather forecast. We're in for a stretch of sunny days and cool, cozy nights over the next week. Expect daytime temps in the upper 70s and nighttime lows settling in the low to upper 60s, with Friday and Saturday being our warmest days. And before I go, I cannot let the day pass without saying happy birthday to my mom, Janet Dorset, and Aunt Juliet Sawyer, who celebrated earlier this week. Happy birthday, and I love you. Back to you, Desmond.
Thanks, Diana. That ends the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night.
At Fort Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.